Hey guys, welcome back to the southern Philippines on this scorching hot day. Today I want to talk about how I think that the Filipino viewers and people in the Philippines who are on this channel are so different from anywhere else that I have traveled in the world. I recently had seen some comments on my channel and it really triggered me thinking about this, and I wanted to put this video out there to talk about that. Again, I have basically three different audiences. I have Filipinos here in the Philippines where I currently am living. I have overseas foreign workers that are Filipinos. And then the largest audience I have currently is Americans, which make up about 45% of my audience. But the second biggest segment is Filipinos here in the Philippines. So I wanted to address them specifically and talk about to other people who are coming here, or even other people, I know it would be a very small amount, that think about doing YouTube, about how Filipino viewers are and why it's so wonderful to have them on your channel. And I'll tell you all my thoughts about that. I love all my subscribers. I love all my viewers. Even the trolls sometimes crack me up. But my different demographics, you know, I do content for each one of those. I do stuff for people who are coming here to live, foreigners coming to live. I do stuff just for the Philippines in general, about anybody who is here living here, or OFWs, or that are interested in it. And then I do some that really just probably appeal to people who are actually here in the Philippines. So if I'm like doing a festival in a certain town, mostly that's only going to be Filipinos that are going to be watching that. But in fact, very few people from abroad would actually watch that. But the Filipinos are interested in it. But if I'm showing stuff like, you know, snacks or sorry stores, Filipinos aren't interested in that because they can go outside their door down the street and see it. But I'm so grateful to the people of the Philippines who have shown me incredible hospitality. And I wanted to share with you guys, all of you guys out there, how it's different vlogging here in the Philippines because of the people than it is anywhere else in the world that I've been. I'm underneath a canopy here in the shade, apart from being over there where I was. Oh my God, it's like 20 degrees Fahrenheit cooler, and there's like a breeze. It is, I swear, I think it's like, it feels like 75 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's so wonderful. Anyway, back to the point, chasing squirrels. I was just so happy to get cooled down for a second. So my experience vlogging here in the Philippines has been so different from anywhere else I've been, and it's been because of the Filipino people, especially in the comment sections, but also when I meet them on the street. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because it's been such a joy to me as a vlogger, and it's really given me motivation sometimes to create more content and to create certain types of content. So I wanted to put that out there. And the things that I see that are different is that there is so much engagement with the Filipino audience when I put out a video that they're very interested in, of commenting and always giving me words of encouragement, words of advice. I put out one video that I was actually trying to figure out different places that I should see, beaches and stuff in the southern Philippines, and I got inundated with stuff. And there were beaches that I've gone to now that I never would have found through research or doing anything else had these people not told me to come check this out. This is what the beach is. Google it, look at it. And we're talking black sand beaches, which I really hadn't heard of. Different colored beaches, different types of sands, just amazing things that I would not have known but for the Filipino people who are watching the videos, taking the time to say, hey, you should check this out. This is in my area. And that leads me to another point, which is when Filipinos find out that I'm coming to an area that they're going to be in, I've almost always had somebody volunteer to say, hey, I saw that you're coming to my town. I'd be happy to show you around and show you some things that you might not see as just a tourist here that are off the beaten path. And they volunteer their time just to show me where it is that they live, their home, their province, their town. And that's just so generous. And it just shows the hospitality of the Filipino people. And I've been to one country in the entire world that was anywhere even close to the hospitality that the Philippines shows foreigners, and that was in Albania. And that was very much probably because I was an American, and the Albanians really do like Americans. But the Filipinos, they're hospitable to anyone. I mean, they like Americans. In fact, the polls show they like Americans more than Americans like Americans. But they're so hospitable, and they're raised, and I see this with my wife's family, they're raised to always be and to show kindness, especially from their mothers. My wife is brutal with our children about always being kind to others, and so they had better be or not get out of line. And I think that goes with the raising here in the Philippines, and it's so refreshing to see that. Another fact about putting yourself out there on YouTube and having a YouTube channel is you are going to get negative comments. There are tons of internet trolls, people that will say awful things about you or your family or other people, and I actually don't get much of that compared to a lot of friends that I have who are in this community who do vlogging. I don't know why I've been fairly immune to it. I get some of it, maybe just because I don't care and I don't react, so I don't feed them. I don't know. But the one thing that does happen is I will occasionally, from Filipinos, very rarely does it happen, but a negative comment will come in, and it's amazing. I don't even respond to it. I don't have to, because about 20 to 30 Filipinos will jump on that person and explain to them, basically put them straight, not fuss at them that they're a bad person or something. But I've had like a comment. One point somebody said something like I was coming to the Philippines just using it to get views, and they obviously had never seen anything else about my channel, didn't know anything about me. They just, you know, they like to go troll. And I swear I had 15 to 20 Filipinos come on there and were like, look, this dude lives in the Philippines. He's got a Filipino wife. His children are half Filipino and half American. So, you know, he's here for a reason. This is his home. This is where his family is that he's chosen to be with. And so you don't know what you're talking about. And sometimes that actually triggered the person either deleting the comment or coming forward and apologizing and say, hey, look, I didn't know. I thought you were like these other people that I talk about here that just come here for this purpose. Which, I mean, I don't understand why people have a problem with people coming to their country to film and to show things off. I think it helps the country, but like I say, they jump all over that and tell them that that's not who I was, and they defended me. Well, I would never have had that happen in any other country. You know, I would occasionally get trolls there. Again, just ignore them. I rarely would engage anything on there unless I was just really in the mood for some fun. But you wouldn't have that happen. And one thing I will say about the Filipinos, not one thing, I've got tons of things to say, but this country is so loving and inviting to foreigners. You don't see the discrimination here against foreigners as you do even in other Southeast Asian countries. I love Thailand. I've spent time there. I've lived in Thailand, and you know, half the people in Thailand welcomed me with open arms. But there was a faction, quite large faction in Thailand that don't like what they call farongs or foreigners, and they blame them for stuff and think you're like a petri dish of disease coming into their country. I don't see that in the Philippines. I see nothing but good vibes for the most part and really warm wishes, and it gladdens me to the bottom of my heart. That's probably why I ended up with a Filipino family, wife, and now my children are you know, half Filipinos. Because of that, because of the initial welcome and stuff that I got here when I first came as a tourist years ago. And so this video is about why Filipino viewers are different from anywhere else in the world, and how much it means not only to me, but I've talked to other people who have come to the Philippines as travel vloggers, and they have, you know, they're here for a short time, but they always felt that welcome and they felt that support when they were in the Philippines, showing off the country, that everybody engaged, everybody supported them, gave them ideas, and it's very humbling, and it's really refreshing, especially for travel vloggers who travel all around the world, to finally come to a place that they're appreciated and that they're welcomed, they're liked, and they're supported. And it's not just, you know, here's this wonderful country that I'm at, but the people want me to show that country off. So from the bottom of my heart to all of my Filipino subscribers and to all the people that are Filipinos that have viewed it but aren't subscribed, and obviously to my Filipino friends and relatives, thank you for the bottom of my heart for supporting me and giving me encouragement and even helping me as I travel around the Philippines and as I show that off, and just in my living here. I love all of you. I thank you so much for that. And I hope to be here for much, much longer and continuing to enjoy your company and showing off the country. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Guys, if you like this content, make sure you subscribe. A lot of people who are getting notifications have now informed me that they're no longer getting notifications. So apparently YouTube at the moment is upset with me. So you might want to check back occasionally to see if I posted another video. If you like this content and want other people to see it, make sure you hit the like button or share it with somebody else and tell them, hey, check this stuff out if you find it helpful to you. Thanks so much, guys.